Here's the law that the governor signed. This is the law for the Medal of Honor Highway.
You'll notice Dick Tobiasen doesn't mind talking about his projects.
House Bill 2100, it's got my name on here.
Especially his most recent project. This was my first question in our sit-down interview.
When was the first time you got an idea that a Medal of Honor highway would be a good thing?
Well, it was actually pretty easy. Bob Maxwell, then the oldest living Medal of Honor recipient, was the director of our foundation. A guy of that stature can really inspire people to do things, and my board just loved him. So I got a bill passed through the legislature to create the Medal of Honor license plate and the Gold Star license plate at the same time. Then I started looking at highways because Oregon has all of these gorgeous highways, long. And I just thought, gee, Medal of Honor, there are 12 states that have Medal of Honor interchanges or bridge, but nobody has a Medal of Honor highway across the whole state to honor all of their recipients.
Why is that important? Why is it important that you honor these things this way?
Hold that thought, Dick. We'll get back to the why later and find out how first. Just how did you get 11 other states to follow Oregon's lead and designate their own Medal of Honor highways?
What I did was I went to all the veterans groups, because I don't have staff at any states, it's just me and my son and a couple other people. Went to the American Legion, the VFW, the Purple Heart. I just went out fishing and said, will you do this? If I write the law, will you take it to your legislature, get it passed, take it to the governor, get it passed, and then dedicate the highways, raise the money for the signs? So I got people putting their hands up. So first one was Ned Barker in Idaho. I wanted Ned because Bob Maxwell was born in Idaho, and I wanted that Medal of Honor highway in Idaho desperately while Bob was alive.
Who was next after Idaho?
Montana. And then it kept going east. And then it was Barry Gazdeck in Wyoming. And then Gerald Harrison in Nebraska.
Some state DOTs footed the bill, but most money for the signs came from donations. Figure $250,000 coast to coast.
So how did I raise the money? When you want to do something for veterans, people will stand in line to give you money. So our society loves its veterans, just like you guys love to do your war stories. Highway 20 is the longest highway in the United States. It goes from Newport, Oregon to Boston, Mass, where I was born. And I said, I'm going to make 11 more state Medal of Honor highways. I promised you, Bob, I will do that. And of course, we completed that promise last November with Massachusetts governor signing the bill on November 17th.
And now he's looking forward to Highway 20 getting federal designation as a national Medal of Honor highway, with legislation written mostly by him introduced in the U.S. Senate.
I went to Senator Wyden 3 years ago and said, I'm going to get this done, and I would like your support to name it the National Medal of Honor Highway to honor all 3,516 recipients now and all future recipients from all 50 states. And he said, go for it.
Now back to the why of this thing. Tobiasen says it's pretty simple. They've earned it.
I've met 8 Medal of Honor recipients. They're all of the same fabric. They all are humble people. They all did something in a moment that they never would have contemplated in real time. They would never have said, I need to throw myself in that area. They just did it. But they all say the same thing. I'm wearing this medal for all of those who did the same kind of thing I did, but were never observed. No one witnessed it.
The Purple Heart recipient says the projects keep his gray matter stirring, and he says this may be his last.
I have some health issues caused by our Agent Orange. I have a lung that doesn't work right, and I have tremors. I can't write. But I know what I can do, because I won't take no for an answer, because anything I want to do is noble to the most respected segment of our society, veterans. That's why we do it.
And in this case, it is a transcontinental vision of honor and respect now coming into focus. In Bend, I'm Alan Schaffler. Good morning, Central Oregon.